These highly adapted creatures come every day to visit our coastlines and special hotspots such as Gucci Beach and Darling Harbour. They have access to food in a wide range of ways, from the chips on the table to the garbage and landfill place. This sort of behavior, from picking up our garbage and potentially transferring antibiotic pathogens or disease to their kin, which could possibly result in a huge catastrophe. Now, I would like to introduce infectious animal disease expert researcher, Bethany Hoy.
I'm Bethany Hoy, and I'm a lecturer and a DECA Research Fellow here at the University of Wollongong. I have, for the last 11 or 12 years, worked on infectious diseases in wild animals, mainly birds, but I also have a project now on bats, and I'm mostly interested in the sorts of things that mean that transmission is more likely to happen, because getting rid of those factors would mean that you can reduce transmission, particularly between humans and wildlife.
Bethany has been following up on certain pathogens found throughout certain seabirds and investigating whether there might be transmission between humans and them.
Yeah, in 2017 we started by just screening for salmonella. That was a pathogen that's known to occur in wild birds, but then in some birds cause a disease called salmonellosis. So it could have an impact on the fitness, the overall success of a chick.
What you are seeing now is Big Island, a seabird breeding colony located on the 5 islands on the eastern coast of Wollongong. This is the home of many silver gulls and a perfect spot for their breeding burrows. It is here that expert Bethany is discovering strains of different types of pathogens, such as salmonellosis, that may have derived from various outside sources, including our waste.
At the moment, our working hypothesis is that the adult gulls are feeding their chicks infected food, because
these baby chicks carry these pathogens from their parents from a number of ways.
Because the adults don't have the infections themselves, but the chicks who have no contact with anything other than their parents, because they're sitting out on an offshore island, do develop these infections, so they have to get them from somewhere. Salmonella E. coli, there's some other bacteria called Enterobacter is a genus, Serratia, Proteus. Infected food items like chicken and other meats that go off, or whether that's coming from the sewage treatment works, which of course drains everybody's urinary tract infection pathogen. So there's some of that we don't really understand, but they do see a broad range of human and gastrointestinal and urinary tract type pathogens.
Here are a few examples of interviews with local beachgoers.
Hello, I'm Angela. I'm also a university student. I'm not really a beach person. I only go to the beach about twice a year or so.
Would you leave your food or drinks when you finish visiting the beach?
Whenever I go to the beach, I wouldn't leave my rubbish around there. I always pick them up and bring them home.
Do you find out the types of food that seagulls eat before you feed them?
I just feel like it's basic adequate, and I've seen a lot of news about water pollution, and I've seen photos of sea creatures like penguins, seagulls. They got entangled in the plastics and they starved to death because of that. So I just feel like I want to at least do my part about that.
Through the various studies and research of seagulls, we need to pay attention to what they're eating and where they get their food source from, since they are highly adaptable and could have a similar diet as we humans do. Results such as antibiotic pathogens could occur and may instill a warfare problem that we may not be able to overcome. We need to change the awkward situation of this vicious cycle. What is important is the law of nature. We may not care much about what seagulls are and where they get their food, but we should care about whether it may cause further damage in the long term, since it's our responsibility as humans to do that.